Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy what you hear, but today I thought I would go over all of my planners slash journals and how I utilize them and the types of media and material that I use for each. Um, Sometime if you've listened to some of my older videos, you'll notice that I use the word journal instead of planner. Inadvertently, it's not intentional. I think it's because when I first started um, into using journaling, that was the very first thing I kind of got started with, and then it crossed over into planning. So sometimes I say planning and I mean journaling, or vice versa. So please charge it to my head and not my heart. But yeah, I thought it would be good just to go over what I use in different scenarios for planning and for work journaling. First, I want to start off with what I journal in. So when I was first introduced to journaling, I think I've told the story before. It was during COVID, and it became very therapeutic to me, just to be able to write down my thoughts. And then I found out about creative journaling, and I was like, oh, I can kind of like be artistic with this. Keep in mind, that's artistic on my level, as far as I consider myself attempting to be artistic. Never once said anything about me being an artist. So let's just keep that in mind right there. But one of the things, the first journals, and I have a lot of different ones, but this is what I am in right now. This is my main journal. This is a Chic Sparrow. It is a black, is this a Scout or is this a Maverick? This is a black Scout, and the way you can tell the difference is it has the Maverick leather on the outside, and please excuse the lighting, but on the inside it has the creme leather, which is very soft and supple. They have different textures here because of the different pieces of the pockets here. You can see the different pockets. So yeah, this is a Scout by Chic Sparrow, and this is in the wide size, and I really, really love it. And I just have wide inserts. I have about 4. And for this, I use specifically for journaling. And this Bloom with Gray sticker came from Happy Planner, I do believe. I don't do a whole lot of, art in here at all. Just kind of just some stickers, a little bit of washi here and there. And the way I utilize it is once I fill up one notebook, I move it to the back. So this back one is filled up. And this is where I just put the bulk of my thoughts. Anything major that I really want to get off my chest, out of my mind and onto paper. It could be anything going on in life, work, health, just a situation that I encountered, a conversation that I had with someone, something I see on the news, what's going on in the world, and my thoughts about it. This is my go-to planner See, there I go. Journal at the moment. And I really love it. I have some others in the wide size. To me, this size for journaling really, really fits my needs because it just gives me enough room to write without feeling confined, if that makes sense to you. I tried the B6 size, and you would think that, it's wide enough, but I don't know. It didn't do it for me. It didn't. So I don't even know what to say about it. I have used the A5, and that was great, but it was almost like it was too much space. It was like I felt the need to fill up so much of it in one sitting. So I don't know why. Maybe it's just me and my crazy mind, but so this is my current go-to journal that I'm using just for deep thoughts and anything I want to get off of my mind. Now, sticking with journaling, let's put this to the side. I also like to do creative journaling, and I am using an A5 notebook. This is an Archer and Olive. It's the B. Harris collab, I believe. And it's just stunning. Absolutely love this notebook. But this is what I utilize for more creative journaling. So I'm just on the fly. Hey, I need to journal a little something to go along with the art. And again, when I say art, it's some washi, some stickers, some drawings maybe. I started off way more artistic initially. And again, it's not always drawing. I mean, I saw this online and printed it off and cut it out and threw it in here. I just thought it was so cool. But yeah, it's this one, I just absolutely have a good time no matter what's going on. So that's what I do in this particular journal. Yeah, so it's more creative, and it doesn't, you know, every little bit. Some pages are like, hey, it's nothing but art on this page, or just some doodling. I don't know if I really want to call that art. Where other pages may be like stickers with some writing. It's just kind of all over the place, but I enjoy doing it. So those are my two main journals. And then I have a fitness journal. This is an Archer and Olive as well. This is a B5 size, I do believe. And it has this linen-like texture, and it picks up little hairs. That's my only drawback to this. But this is my fitness journal. And I've been in it, has it been a year yet? I can't really remember. But I started off with just, you know, a little statement to myself and weight rewards for myself to count down on my weight and my measurements. And then basically all I do is I have a personal trainer that I work with 3 days a week. And I would just document each day what she had me to do, the types of, now how many sets, how many reps, and the types of weights and what equipment I used, if I did cardio, if I did HIIT class. If I had coffee or water or whatnot. And so I tried to give each month, you know, its own little vibe or whatever. I think I've been in this a year now, a little bit over a year. And I've enjoyed doing that. I'm thinking I might want to try something a little different once I finish this book. But this is, oh, that was August. I kind of didn't know what to do, so I found a bunch of colors that I really dig and was like, let's just do that. You know, it's just for me, so who cares if it's not super artistic. But I'm all about some earth tones and neutral tones, and I just really, really like that. So that turned out great. But this currently is my fitness journal, and again, I'm thinking about moving into a different type of journal for fitness, maybe a ring, like a ring planner, but it wouldn't necessarily be for planning. It would be more for just keeping up with my workouts and my fitness. So I call it a fitness journal, but I feel like I could put that in my rings as well. Let's see here. Okay, now I have my work planner. Let's make sure this doesn't fall. Okay, now I have my work planner. This is an Archer and Olive. I don't know if you can tell, but it's the fairy journal, the fairy notebook, and it's in their clear silver glitter cover. And this is like a custom that I pretty much do myself. I think I've gone over this once or twice before, but I pretty much just utilize this for work. Anything that I'm, you know, it's very minimalistic. There's not a whole lot of art to it other than maybe the cover pages. Yeah, for the beginning of each month. But for the most part, it's pretty simple, you know. And I actually only put things in for work that I really, really need to remember, especially if there's something outside of work that I need to pull into the middle of my work day so that I can keep up with that. So yeah, that is my work planner. You can tell I'm like really trying to make sure I say the correct word. But I really enjoy creating this myself. And I'm kind of, I don't know, torn between purchasing a new 2023 planner or continuing with my own custom planner, just because it can be kind of time consuming to have to create these spreads. And, you know, like this spread, I think this was March, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, this was March. And while I really enjoy doing it, I'm doing it for work, and I kind of start running out of time. So I actually put a tracker in this one, and what I was reading and watching even though I was utilizing it mainly for work, I was kind of just, evidently in March, I had a lot of time on my hands. I didn't even get to document a lot. But if I get to the end of the month and or the end of the week, and the next week's not completed or that spread's not done, then okay, where am I going to put my work events and meetings and plans and to-dos? So that's kind of the only drawback, that I have to make time to actually create this. And sometimes I run out of time. And it's not that I'm just so super duper busy all the time. Sometimes I just want to chill and just be me and just go and binge some TV, you know. But I really do enjoy doing this, which is another reason that I want, or I have to keep a planner. And that's my goal for using a planner for everyday run-of-the-mill stuff. It's not that I'm just that busy, but I just don't feel like I'm super productive most of the time. And I need to be able to plan my day down to simple things like, okay, I've got a load of laundry that's been sitting there for how long? And my goal is to plan it out that, okay, you're working. When you take your lunch, take 15 minutes to go fold these clothes, or take this time to go run this errand, take this block of time to work on next week's spread for work or whatever. Take this block of time to prep for dinner or whatever I need to do. So having a work planner and a separate everyday personal planner, that's why I can't have them all in one, because I need to focus on work, but I don't really want them 100% separate, because if I do have an appointment, a personal appointment in the middle of my workday, I gotta plug it in there because I've got to plan meetings, things around it. So it's like they're separate, but they're not to a certain extent. So you get my point. And now to my planners and my everyday carry. Let's go to the planner first. This is my Gillio Black Matte Croc. Really love this. This is my first Gillio Forense. And when I say I'm in love with this, I'm in love with this. I'm like, I really am. You guys, please forgive my fingernails. I really got to get them redone. But this is what I'm using as my personal everyday planner, where I keep, you know, just normal everyday stuff, any events, anything I need to remember. So initially, I wasn't really big on rings. I tried to utilize a TN, a traveler's notebook, as a planner. And this was and is still my everyday carry. But I started having issue with the fact that it just wasn't customizable enough. I mean, I had my, you know, a calendar here, but to be able to pull in, you know, this is what it's just a monthly calendar insert. But then I had another insert where I was putting my list and my to-dos, and I had a weekly insert in here and a daily insert, but it just seemed so static. It just seemed so I guess static is a good word. I feel like a ring planner now, and I have truly come full 180, because I used to not really like rings. I'm like, all this opening and closing and I just wasn't feeling ring planners at one point. But then I finally feel like I found my groove in it, so that it's so much more customizable. Whereas this now is my everyday carry. I don't necessarily use it as a planner. It's just, I have an area for a brain dump and some to-dos and some lists. I can actually throw this in my bag. I take it with me to church, or I used to now, and just to take some notes if I'm there. But yeah, so this is more of an everyday carry. It's kind of like a catch-all, and I'll just put my thoughts and ideas in here of things I need to do, and then I can transfer that information into my regular planner or into my work planner. Or if I have thoughts and I just have thoughts that I need to get down on paper, something that I want to remember. Oh, I need to get this out of my head. I need to write this down. You know, I want to write down my thoughts, so I can look back on it later in life. Then I have these two that I can transfer those things to. And of course, when I put them in here, I'm going to go in depth. If I'm just out and about and I see something that's like, oh, that would be, I really want to expound on that, then I just may make a quick note here. And then when I get home, I really dig in this one and just go ham, putting down my thoughts. I might put a little bit in this one, but this is more just really creative, just to kind of a creative outlet. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've got going on here. And I just thought I would let you guys see what I'm working with. And again, for all I know, you know, once maybe at the end of the month, this leather may change. This journal may change. I just may come out of the black and go into some other leather, but in my journaling will always be in a traveler's notebook. I really like my creative journaling to be in a notebook, specifically the Archer and Olive, just because I'm just in love with their products, and their paper quality. Just love those two. As far as my work planner, again, still up in the air as to whether I want to keep utilizing a custom that I create, or if I want to purchase one that's either undated or just predated or whatever, so I don't have to worry about it. I could still decorate it, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, and then having an everyday carry, and then my regular ring planner. All of this system currently works for me. And yeah, just thought I'd share it with you guys and hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave any comments below and chat with you guys soon. Bye.